Ladies and gentlemen, Drew McIntyre's mind games has cost Cody Rhodes the champion's advantage here tonight. If Cody Rhodes is disqualified, or if he's counted out, he will lose the undisputed WWE Championship. That stipulation came to fruition last night, agreed to by our general manager, Nick Aldis from Friday Night SmackDown. And the question is, will it bite Cody Rhodes?
Well, Cody Rhodes needs to get his game head on rapidly. We saw the mental breakdown of Cody Rhodes last night on SmackDown, and as you mentioned, Michael Cole, if that happens tonight, a major problem occurs in the championship reign of Cody Rhodes because the gold moves over to the challenger, Drew McIntyre.
A lot on that man's mind. Drew McIntyre says, Cody Rhodes knows I have his number. In a very frank interview with the Sports Bible, Drew McIntyre opened up about what it would mean to once again win the WWE Championship. He is the first ever British wrestler to hold that title, but he's never had the celebration in his homeland. He says if he wins tonight, he's going to have an open top bus parade throughout the entire United Kingdom to finally celebrate his reign as champion.
Well, tonight, Drew gets the opportunity to reclaim gold and the mantle of standard bearer of this industry. Drew wants validation tonight, and with it, the glory that was taken away from him during the COVID era.
These two met at WrestlePalooza back in September, in which Cody Rhodes retained the championship after what some call a very controversial call by the official.
Well, that would be an accurate call. Drew has had numerous opportunities at winning gold over the past couple of years, and they've all been ripped from him by a combination of outside interference, blatant cheating, and terrible referees' calls. Well, tonight, that ends for good. There can be no excuses after this evening.
Hello again, everybody at ringside. I'm Michael Cole from Friday Night SmackDown. Of course, Wade Barrett from Monday Night Raw. We kick things off with the undisputed WWE Championship. No champion's advantage again for Cody Rhodes. Let's head up to our ring announcer, the legendary Lillian Garcia.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the undisputed WWE Championship. Now in this match, if the champion gets counted out or disqualified, he will lose the championship. Introducing first, the challenger from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 285 pounds, Drew.
Is the real American dream, Drew McIntyre. Don't think about it, just do your job, the real American dream.
Ladies and gentlemen, the real American dream, Drew McIntyre. And his opponent, from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 222 pounds, he is the undisputed WWE Champion, the American Nightmare. Nightmare, Cody Rhodes!
Well, this American Dream nonsense with Drew McIntyre actually started last night on Friday Night SmackDown. Again, trying to get into the head of Cody Rhodes. Of course, Cody's father, the late great Dusty Rhodes, known as the American Dream.
It's got nothing to do with Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream. Drew is a real American Dream, a no-name immigrant who moved to this country and climbed from the bottom rung of the ladder all the way to the top to become the champion of the world.
The official in this matchup tonight, Dan Engler. A lot of pressure on his shoulders because of the stipulation. That does not give Cody an advantage tonight. We're underway, and Cody Rhodes went quickly after Drew McIntyre. McIntyre's made this personal. He's made it emotional. He's got under Cody's skin, not only in reference to Cody's dad, but Cody's family last night as well.
Well, Cody fights emotionally in this one. He runs the risk of making some major errors, and major errors when you don't have the champion's advantage can cost you massively.
Knee takes down McIntyre. Rhodes got put through a table just 24 hours ago on Friday Night SmackDown, and now Cody unloading on Drew McIntyre. It's interesting that Drew went the Dusty Rhodes route as well. Dusty in the news this week, the 40th anniversary of Dusty's very famous Hard Times interview, which really cemented Dusty as a global star. And there's the big chop now by McIntyre to Cody, who fights back as well.
Drew McIntyre was actually one of Dusty's famous kids in the developmental system in Florida Championship Wrestling. And side note, Dusty Rhodes once told me that Cody Rhodes was actually a deadbeat son, and he'd rather have Drew McIntyre as a child of his own.
You completely made that up.
All right, fair enough, I did make that up.
And Cody Rhodes now dumping McIntyre outside the ring. And the official will begin the count. Now McIntyre begging Cody to come out after him, and you know why he's doing that.
Get yourself a quick count out in this one. McIntyre will win the gold, and it looks.
And Cody thinking twice about this. And again, a lot going on in the champ's mind.
Yeah, he has to be very cautious. And you can see right from the start of this one, there's an almost tense nature to Cody. I feel like Cody realizes he's backed himself into a corner in this match.
And does that force the champion perhaps tonight, Wade, to overthink things in this match? Maybe get out of sync, not do the things naturally that he would normally do.
Absolutely. Look at the scowl on the face of Cody Rhodes. He's already ranting and raving at the challenger. Comparatively, McIntyre looks rather comfortable at this point. He has the champ rattled.
Well, he's in the driver's seat. He forced Cody's hand, got him to agree to the stipulation.
And it was the right thing for McIntyre to do. Cody proved a couple of weeks ago he's more than happy to get himself intentionally disqualified against Drew. Ooh.
McIntyre telling the official if he touches you, you can disqualify him.
It's a fair point, a collision there. Arguably, it could have been a disqualification, albeit with Drew McIntyre propelling Cody at the ref.
And to your point moments ago, a couple of weeks ago, they had that impromptu matchup on Friday Night SmackDown between Rhodes and McIntyre. And Rhodes was so upset over the fact that he believes McIntyre attacked Jacob Fatu.
Lose your temper that you've done the past few weeks. Get disqualified, come on.
And McIntyre again trying to just bait Rhodes into doing something that'll break the rules.
We'll talk about breaking the rules. How many times have people broken the rules against McIntyre in the last couple of years when championships have been on the line? Time and again.
Wade, you're a 5-time Intercontinental Champion. You do understand that comes with the territory, correct? Look at the man who later on tonight battles for the world title, CM Punk. Nobody's had it worse off than he has over the past couple of years.
That's nonsense. Drew McIntyre has had it worse than CM Punk. Everything that's happened to CM Punk has all been above board and legal for the most part, including the famous Money in the Bank cash-in at SummerSlam.
Now the closed fist by McIntyre, dropping the champion, and Drew now. Look at McIntyre. Wait a minute, ref. McIntyre was just biting Cody Rhodes. He had shielded the official, so Engler did not see that.
This referee is no dummy. He knows full well something was going on, but with it being a championship match, maybe a little leniency there.
You know, we talked a lot about the Cody Rhodes and the state he's in here tonight. How about McIntyre? I believe McIntyre's desperate at this point in time, doing anything he can to try to win the the WWE title.
Well, as he should be when gold's on the line. You should
wait a minute.
Desperate, the referee.
And Cody now.
No, that's a shove on the referee
No.
after a long 5 count.
Wait, I want to defend the official Dan Engler here. I believe that was inadvertent by Cody, and now Drew takes advantage. Inadvertently struck the official there, and the official understands the emotions that are at stake. Everybody's on edge. Everyone's off their game, and he's going to let a little thing like that get by.
All right, a little shove on the referee, perhaps. Had that been nice by McIntyre. Had that been McIntyre shoving the referee, I would argue, given the referee's form in recent months, he would have been disqualified.
Yeah, but I have to give WWE officials credit as Rhodes is driven into the barricade. The official Ryan Tran, who has been at fault in many people's minds in these matches over the past couple of months, not working this match tonight. Now McIntyre, he's asking for a count out on Cody so he can win the championship.
This is getting high here. Cody better hightail it back in the ring. Just breaking the count at 8.
You saw the frustration on McIntyre's face, looking for a count-out win to win the championship for what would be a 4th time as a world champ, 3 times as WWE. And here's McIntyre now unloading on Rhodes, and he's got to be careful as well not to get disqualified.
Well, I'd argue that McIntyre in the early run-ins of this one has the mental edge over Cody Rhodes. He's constantly been goading and baiting Cody, and Cody has fallen for it on several occasions. Cody looks rattled, and almost always in McIntyre matches, of course, he has a major physical advantage.
Great throw by McIntyre.
He's making that advantage count now.
285-pounder into the cover, hooks the leg, and the champ kicks out at 1.
Take another look at this raw power from the 285-pound Scotsman, but maybe closing in on his 4th world championship here.
McIntyre with 1 win in his career on Saturday night's main event. Cody Rhodes undefeated at this spectacle. Will that streak continue tonight? McIntyre quickly. Cover again on the champ. Cody forced to kick it 2 this time.
Frustration perhaps now for McIntyre, although McIntyre has a strong hand in this matchup, and that is what they're playing for, all the marbles, the WWE Championship. It looks like it's slowly slipping away from QB1.
You know, I mentioned the interview that McIntyre conducted. He said in that interview that the world needs Drew McIntyre. We don't need the fake smile of the current WWE champion. WWE fans in Drew's mind need the harsh, brutal truth, the reality of life.
Look, and I'll tell you right now, I'm friends with both of these guys, but there are elements of truth to what McIntyre is saying.
Wow!
Cody has been given advantages at times by management that Drew was never given.
Cover by McIntyre off the big back body drop again, forcing the champion to kick out. Now, this is one thing Drew's got to be careful of. Wade is getting frustrated.
Yeah, and look at that height. Cody Rhodes gets thrown up in the air with this backdrop, landing hard. It was almost a double landing for Cody, smashing the base of his spine and the back of his head. And that frustration you talked about for McIntyre just evaporated as he now takes stock of who's really in the driver's seat of this match.
Again, Cody has been a step off in this matchup. McIntyre really has Cody off his game.
This has just been a walk in the park for McIntyre the last couple of minutes. But do not walk in the park against an opponent the caliber of Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, Cody back to his feet and does not allow McIntyre to make it to the top rope. Cody going to go up after him.
Got to remember, even Cody Rhodes on an off night, a step off the pace, is almost certainly going to bring you the kind of fight you are simply not able to withstand. He's proven that time and time again over the past several years.
Rhodes hooking McIntyre here from high above the ring. Superplex!
Well, let me tell you, 285 pounds being superplexed from the top rope is absolutely devastating, no matter how durable your frame is.
I think this is a very critical point in this matchup for the champion Cody Rhodes. An opportunity to catch a breath, fight back into this match.
Well, big matches like this always change on big moments, and that was a huge moment for Cody to try and somehow get a stranglehold of this match that has been escaping him from the word go.
Big WWE weekend here in Salt Lake City. We kick things off tonight on Saturday night's main event with our undisputed WWE Championship match.
You don't want to get in a slugfest with McIntyre, but McIntyre's back is hurting. Taking some of the sting out of those big slugs from the Scotsman.
And McIntyre and Rhodes now unloading on each other.
There's a dogfight, and somehow Cody's getting the better of Drew, or is he?
There's the quickness of Rhodes. McIntyre stunned momentarily. Rhodes up over the top. And there's a power slam by Cody.
Now it's Cody finally working on his instincts, taking the training wheels off.
Yeah, don't think, just move.
But that adrenaline pumping, the fear has left his body. Now it's fight time.
Cody off the second rope, and there it is, the disaster kick, drops McIntyre. But Cody not able to, Cody might go for a cover there, but instead, I think he understood he wasn't gonna put Drew away there. And
yeah, very often you will take a cover, but not against an opponent the caliber of Drew McIntyre. You know full well it's gonna take a little more to put him down.
And Cody went for the Cody cutter, and McIntyre in trouble. Cody, cover, McIntyre kicks it too.
McIntyre try his best to power out and reverse that. What a unique landing it was. Added a little spin and momentum into this one. Ultimately, same result. But McIntyre just with enough left with a late kick out, but Drew is wobbled.
Yeah, a little extra mustard on that Cody cutter by the champion. McIntyre back to his feet, and now Cody Rhodes, speaking of the American dream, unloading on McIntyre with the jabs. Little bionic elbow time. McIntyre just like that with a spine buster into a jackknife cover, trying to win the title, and a kick out at two.
And immediately back up and on the offense. Wow!
Sit out power bomb. And another near fall for the #1 contender.
And that is a huge part of what makes McIntyre so devastating. He's obviously big, he's obviously strong, but it's that rapid movement that guys his size simply are incapable of matching. Just puts Drew on a whole different tier when it comes to the true heavyweights in this game.
There is no wasted movement when it comes to McIntyre.
Everything's thought through. What an absolute veteran of the game who simply spends his life trying to get better. And what is he cooking up here?
Well, McIntyre looking for the World Championship. The WWE title dragged into the ring by McIntyre.
Disqualification.
And Cody now, Cody can't use it. Cody, don't use it. Oh, and Cody Rhodes runs into the kick by McIntyre. Off the distraction. That sudden Claymore by McIntyre. That one-step Claymore by McIntyre almost won him the championship.
Well, it was all mind games by McIntyre, baiting Cody in. He knew Cody was not going to fall for that, but that distraction opened the window for this flash Claymore. The guard is dropped for a second, and I would argue a flash Claymore simply didn't have the same impact as the standard run-up version. It's the only reason Cody is still champ, but he's a sitting duck now, Cole.
Yeah, there was no momentum behind that one-step Claymore by McIntyre, and it allowed Cody to kick out. But Cody's in deep trouble, just a few feet away from us, and Cody's got to be concerned now, of course, about a count-out. And McIntyre realizes he's got the champ on the ropes and is going to go on the attack.
Well, Cody is softened
look at this. This is what McIntyre did to Rhodes a few months ago. Cost him a month of his career. Cody Rhodes, though, able to counter.
Well, Cody had to be nimble there. He was back on the shelf. If not, and we would have had a new champion. Thankfully, the referee didn't intervene on this one like the last match.
And now Cody sent out to the apron. And McIntyre now driving Cody through the table. Cody went through the damn table.
Oh my God, there's a countdown now, Cole.
Cody, come on, they're counting. They're at 2. Come on, Cody, come on.
Well,
The official at 4. Cody, come on.
We're gonna get a new champ.
We're at 6. Cody trying to make his way
McIntyre is absolutely devastated upon impact there, immediately grabbing the referee. Referee wasting no time in starting that count.
Wade, one more second, and we would have had a brand new, undisputed WWE champion.
That is a limb-breaking move. That is a rib-breaking move. And Cody Rhodes had to bounce up in under 10 seconds. But out of the frying pan and into the fire, watch out now.
This is not going to be a flash Claymore. This is going to be a real Claymore. Cody ducks out of harm's way.
Well, completely instinctive from Cody there, who has absolutely been put through the ringer in the last couple of minutes of this match. Perhaps saving the championship for him here.
Yeah, Cody trying to dig down deep. McIntyre going for the future shock and misses wildly. Cody into the corner, almost ran through the official. Cody just, what happened? Cody's knee buckled as he tried to climb up the ropes there.
Well, he had to dodge out of the way of the referee, and he could have tweaked something in the process. That could be a knee injury, could be an ankle injury. And now this is all fair game. The referee's getting involved here. If I was McIntyre, I want to be all over Cody.
He's just being a human being. He's making sure Cody's okay here.
Well, who cares when gold's on the line? Let's see this again. Watch this. Cody Rhodes running into the corner, presumably for a disaster kick. Referee in the way.
Cody though.
Had to dodge it. What is going on?
And now up to the top rope. Super cutter by Cody Rhodes. Cover now. McIntyre still in it.
Oh, I got huge questions about what just played out. Cody's back with a hurt knee here. He tried a Hail Mary. This is the one he actually connects with. He tried a couple of seconds earlier and injured that knee in the process. McIntyre with a late kick out, but the question for me now is, what condition is the knee of the champ Cody Rhodes in?
Well, Cody running on pure adrenaline there. Almost a desperation move, that super cutter, Wade. Cody realizing he's in trouble, wanted to put Drew away quickly.
Yeah, that's why you want to drop the big bomb. You know you've been injured, you know your leg is rattled. The longer this goes on at this point, the more it benefits McIntyre.
Now Cody measuring his man, setting up Drew for the crossroads. Drew caught him with a kick to the face.
Nice reaction kick there from Drew, but no. Cody's just too quick now.
And now McIntyre. And Cody sent it to the corner, into the official. McIntyre used his own momentum to shove Cody into the official.
Well, McIntyre didn't see the official there either. To be fair, he was blindsided.
The official ain't seeing anything now. And there's a Klitschko kiss by McIntyre. Our official, Dan Engler, is down.
Well, Dan Engler got crushed in the corner. And McIntyre is now realizing he has the upper hand, but with the referee down.
Well, McIntyre, again, bringing the WWE Championship into the ring like he did earlier in this matchup. But now the official's down, has no idea what's going on here. McIntyre going to use the title as a weapon.
Well, it's a trick that's been played out against McIntyre many times.
And McIntyre missed wildly. Cody Rhodes now. Oh, and a collision in the center of the ring.
Both men's bodies bruised and battered in this one. Doesn't take much to knock the stuffing out of a competitor when you're in deep waters like this.
Somebody may want to check on our official. Dan Engler has barely moved since he was crushed in the corner by McIntyre and Rhodes.
Let me tell you this, if Ryan Tran runs down to the ring now, McIntyre is going to lose his mind. The referee who cost McIntyre the last time gold was on the line.
And now there's both men crawling for the weapon, the championship. McIntyre has it first. Cody Rhodes now, and a DDT onto the title by Rhodes.
Well, that's illegal. Well, hold on a second. And the referee didn't see any of that.
Well, I mean, you're right. Cody could have been disqualified, but it was McIntyre, Wade, who brought the title into the ring in the first place.
McIntyre didn't use the title.
Now the official has come too. And Cody Rhodes with a crossroads to McIntyre.
No way.
Into the cover. Cody survives.
Here is your winner, and still the undisputed WWE Champion, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes!
the undisputed WWE Championship.
Now, once again, I am going to argue, Cole, that McIntyre simply did not get a fair shake of things here. He was DDT'd onto a championship title by Cody Rhodes, who, to be clear, checked that the referee wasn't looking before he did it.
Hey, listen, at the end of the day, Cody's still the champ. Tweaked his knee as he tried to avoid the official there.
Yeah, highly controversial moment where the tide turned in this one, closely followed up by this Cody cutter, a desperation one from Cody, but McIntyre was equal to it.
And then it was McIntyre shoving Cody in the official. The official was knocked out. Now McIntyre would realize that Dan Engler was down and out. So we once again introduced the WWE Championship into this matchup.
But McIntyre did not hit Cody with the championship.
But he introduced the title.
But that in itself is not a disqualification. Here's where it gets really murky. Cody checking the referee isn't looking, and then DDT and McIntyre on the title. Referee comes around, one Cody cutter later to an already beaten Drew McIntyre. 1, 2, 3 defense, and it should have been a disqualification on Cody Rhodes.
It wasn't very clear to me that Cody even knew the title was there. He just turned around and delivered a DDT to Drew McIntyre. Wrong place, wrong time. Hey, argue however you want. It doesn't matter. The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, has taken out Drew McIntyre to retain the championship.